matter what you see. It doesn't matter what you're facing. It doesn't matter what your circumstances are. My word will override your circumstances. My word will outlast your storm. My word will last with you when others are pointing at you and taunting you. You just know that my word is faithful. Amen. Somebody say amen. Amen. His word is faithful. He was shut up in the court of the prison. The Lord said, I'm the one that made this thing. Thus saith the Lord, the maker thereof. The word maker there in the Hebrew means that I have ordained everything that has to do with this situation. Y'all remember Ecclesiastes 3:15 that I preached to you the other night. The Lord has brought you out of your past and He's taking you into your future. And God requires what you've been through so you can minister into what you're going to.
Amen. That's right.
The Lord speaks to him and says, I've made every single bit of this. Oh, I want to preach to somebody and tell you right now that the things that are going on in your life right now have not surprised God. Let me put it like this. Has it ever occurred to you that nothing ever occurred to God? Has it ever occurred to you that He didn't wake up this morning, sit up on the side of the bed and say, I better get busy, because He doesn't sleep and He doesn't slumber? Can I tell you that nothing has scared Him? Not one time has He said, oh my Lord, because He is the Lord of Lords. And He knows what He's doing in your life. He has everything in control. He says, Jeremiah, not only am I the one that made it, but I'm the one that formed it. That's right. That's right. You got to hear this. The word form literally means to build a construction site where cement or mortar is going to be poured. He says, I want you to know that I am the framework of your situation.
Yes. Yes.
He says, I want you to know that before you got here, I already had a plan, and the plan is still in working order. Nothing has stopped it. Nothing has ceased. My plan is still intact. Yes. You are just walking into the form where I'm about to pour some foundation. And when we pour the foundation, we're going up from here. I came to tell somebody this morning that your situation, God formed it. I want you to know that you may have thought you were all on your own in this, but God is the one that has put up the batter boards. God is the one that has staked out the mark. God is the one who is measuring where you're going, and He is about to pour a foundation for you to come up out of this thing on, and He is going to take you to another level with Him. If you believe it, shout amen. He said, I'm the one that established it.
Yes.
Man establishes things and they fail. But God establishes something and it lasts forever.
That's right. That's right.
I was in South Africa preaching and doing some training with pastors there. They said, we want to take you down to Cape Point. I said, what's Cape Point? They said, it's the southernmost tip of the Horn of Africa. And we want to take you down to where the Indian Ocean and the Atlantic Ocean meet. And they drove me for a couple of hours, and we got out to a place where it was just rocks going off in the water. I was at the very bottom of the southernmost tip of the inhabited world. And as I stood there, I watched with amazement as the Indian Ocean and its emerald green waters of beauty made waves towards the point of Africa. And I watched over here as the Atlantic Ocean made waves and came to this part with its deep blue water. But I noticed that the green water was green and the blue water was blue. And I noticed that in between there was a white foam where the green and the blue water would hit each other, high-five each other, and turn around and go the other direction. And as I got to looking even closer. And there was no green water on the blue side, and there was no blue water on the green side. And as I got to looking, I thought about the word of the Lord in Genesis, where He established the boundaries of the waters. Yes. And here I am 7,000 years later, and the word that was spoken in Genesis is still active. Oh, you better hear what I'm saying. The word that He established told the water, you can only go that far. And this ocean, you can only go that far. And every day they come to a certain line and turn around and go the other way. I talked to an oceanographer a couple of days later there in South Africa. He said there are species in the green green water that you don't find in the blue water. And there are species in the blue water that you don't find in the green water, because even the fish know the barrier that's in the water. Oh, I come to tell somebody, He established it. What